This is the Squared Away channel. Today's episode is going to be about sign and symbol recognition. Now, just to let everyone know out there, of course, this is a small channel. I'm not a huge authority on this sort of thing. I am a person who's done a lot of research. I've prayed about this. I get things wrong, but I believe that there are common threads. There's a lot of consistent themes and patterns that I would like to share with y'all. There is a good chance that some of y'all might look at some of these photos that I'm going to place up here and see things that I didn't see on there. If you clicked on this video, you already are probably researching this sort of thing. You're already down the rabbit hole a bit, as they say. Although I don't like that metaphor. I think it has a lot more to do with rising up than going down. But that's not important at the moment. I've been wanting to cover SNL for a while now. Now, I used to watch SNL a lot. I'm sure a lot of us did. And there were times where it was legitimately funny. Now, it's become like anything which is heavily agenda-ridden. It's lost a lot of its comedic edge, and it's essentially become propaganda. But I believe that they are a canary in the coal mine. I think they are giving us some clues, and they're kind of the tip of the spear, when it comes to a lot of this new agenda that's being pushed. Of course, we're seeing a lot of the trans agenda being pushed. Of course, it's totally acceptable of the gay lifestyle and things of that nature. And so I just want to really push forward into this topic here, and hopefully you can see some of these. Maybe you can comment below or start your own channel, start your own thing. I think that's what we all need. We all need to just go out there. I think, a million points of light, to use one of their terms against them, is what's needed right now. We need a bunch of people, small channels, getting together, or, just pushing these kind of things as well. And, there's going to be some nonsense out there. There's going to be some silliness. But we need to use discernment, and we need to start looking at what is consistent and what these patterns are. They want to hide this stuff. The people who are controlling our society, they are trying to hide this stuff. So I believe that it only stands to reason that if we expose this before they are ready, we have a chance of beating this back. I believe there is a beast coming through the door, and it is this ancient serpent, it is this devil that we as a civilization have been beating back, but it's going to continue to emerge. Right now, it's really time for us to rise up. So without further ado, the new episode of SNL features a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rehash. And when I watched this, at this point, I watch SNL from a research standpoint. And when I watched it, I was blown away at the signs and the lack of any kind of concern to just put these satanic symbols in front of us. There is a scene where the Fresh Prince, in quotes, is upside down, and there's multiple 666s around. There's 666 inlaid into the word hope. There is the one eye symbolism. There are many satanic images that are going on there. It says the word trans right on the side, and this is just, another piling on of the wave of truly satanic witch language that is coming out of SNL. Now, as I've stated before, and I'll state again, I'm not an expert, but I have researched a lot of these types of things back to the source material, back to the words, of Anton LaVey and Crowley, and just a lot of the hidden messages in rock lyrics. Also, but please, if you ever look into this kind of stuff, pray before you go in there. Have a strong foundation with Jesus Christ. Don't go in just on your own devices, because those spirits in there, they're weak and they're pathetic, but they are very conniving. And if you don't call upon Jesus for protection, you are rife for the slaughter if you go into that. So just a word to the wise. Be careful when you look into this sort of thing. So we've got these satanic images, and this is just another one of these witch languages things. And witch language, as I mentioned, not an expert, but it's essentially just saying something without saying it. That's what witch language is. When you hear about that, they say that Elton John uses witch language in a lot of his lyrics, and a lot of other prolific prominent rock musicians, especially if they're propped up by the establishment, they use witch language. And just to kind of give you a base understanding of that from a lot of my research condensed into a short, small narrative here, witch language is essentially an evil person pushing their agenda in a secretive way. So they'll say something without saying something. They'll implant subconscious ideas in your head. When Taylor Swift says things like trouble, 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 that is a technique of witch language, to say something 3 times. It drives itself deep into your subconscious. When you embed words into other words and you emphasize certain parts of words, it's essentially cowardice. It's people that are too cowardly to say things directly, so they conceal, they hide, and they try to saturate our culture into the point where there's a tipping point and they can come out of the shadows. So SNL does this all the time. They do these quote-unquote joke videos. They have The Rock, which I'll cover in another video, who is just a very basic, useful idiot, strongman archetype, which is used. You know, he's this big, tough guy pushing this evil leftist agenda. We've seen his Hail Satan video about this erectile dysfunction, stupid thing. We've got this, he's a scientist who creates a child molesting robot not long after the child molestation cases came out, with things like Pizzagate, essentially to make a joke out of this kind of stuff. Not that hard to see. It's pretty easy. We've even had themes about sex with animals. We've had themes about eating feces. I mean, these things just go on and on and on. And you know, we look at this from an alpha state of consciousness, which is what they put us into, so that we can just be more susceptible to this sort of thing. But it's all there, guys, and it seems like we're very conscious about swear words and nudity and things like that, but we're a little bit sleepy when it comes to themes and premises, very evil premises being pushed forward. So, like I said, the point of this video is just to show some scenes, do a little bit of recognition, maybe just start asking some questions. Why would they choose this specific logo? Why would they choose this 666? Why would they write those words that way? Why would they do the one eye symbolism? And I have a little cherry to put on the top of this video. It's a short video. Initially, my intention was to say, look at how much that they have moved forward. Look at how far we have fallen. And I meant to contrast this SNL remake with the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. As a final note, I wanted to say, look at how much we've changed since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then, lo and behold, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, exact same thing. We've got the one eye symbolism. We've got trans. Why does it say that? They could have put anything on that screen. They chose trans. They chose the one eye symbolism. There is 666 symbolism inside this thing. And this is just a call to wake up. This is just a call to recognize this. Let's shake off the dirt, shake off the shackles, because, ladies and gentlemen, there are wolves at the door. There are actually very dangerous people. When we open this door, there are going to be some very bad people coming through. They're not going to respect women. They're not going to respect human life. They are not going to respect children. They're going to attack all of those things. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Take care.